Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Amaka. Amaka was from a very humble background. Although her parents were not wealthy, they were also not poor. They lived a comfortable life. However, this was not enough for Amaka. She liked the finer things in life. She liked luxury things and wanted them all by all means. Her desire was granted when Iuka asked for her hand in marriage. Amaka may not have been rich and upper class, but she was so beautiful. She had a very beautiful shape, and this is what drew Iuka to her. As was tradition, he asked for her hand in marriage. During the ceremony, Iuka noticed how rude Amaka was with the servants. She would shout at the servants and even slapped a maid who did not bring water to her on time. But Iuka thought that she was under a lot of pressure and this was happening because of the wedding day. Maybe because of this pressure, that is why she's behaving like this. But her behavior did not change. She did not bring anything that brought value into their marriage. All she did was spend his money and look beautiful. She immediately began to mingle with married women in the upper class because of her husband's title. All the clubs and other associations welcomed her. Iuka did not mind. However, again, Amaka did not add value in any aspect of their marriage or home. She did not care about Iuka and his parents, only her own parents and family. She refused to cook and clean, demanding that a woman of her stature needed a maid. She did not care how Amaka made his money, only that she spent it. At her request and with her mother's help, Amaka brought in a young girl and other servants to work for her. The name of the young girl was Chika. Chika was to be a maid. Chika did the cleaning, the cooking, and many other household chores. She, however, did not stay in the house because Amaka did not trust any woman around her husband. She maltreated the servants and disrespected them. She was very rude and arrogant to them. I'm a baby. Sharp girl, her friend Lola said. At this time, Amaka was with her friend. They were at an expensive bar, only for elite women in the society. Because of Amaka, Lola was allowed in. Yes, so my dear, one has to be smart. You know these men, you can never trust them. You are right. Look at me now. Someone that I thought we were set to marry goes and marry another. I've suffered, Lola said. Do you know that my parents were very angry with me? I have told you not to marry these small boys, all in the name of love. Find a rich man and marry, Amaka said. But where will I find them now? Lola asked. Don't worry, this weekend, Iuka and I are going to the royal palace. The king has organized an event. Only the rich will be there. You are bound to meet prospective suitors there. Me, baby. This is why I talk about you all the time. You are the best. The next day, as promised, Lola joined Iuka and Amaka to the royal palace. There, she mingled with the upper class. Now, it had been 3 years since Amaka and Iuka had been married, but no children. Amaka was not worried, but her mother was. One evening, while she went to visit her parents, her mother brought up the issue. Come, Amaka, what are you doing about this your childlessness? Mama, I've told you many times, it's the gods that give children. We have them when the gods decide. What? What did you say? You want to wait for years, Abi? Can't you see how our lives have changed since you married Iuka? Don't you know that without a male child, all his wealth you have been enjoying will vanish? If his people insist that he takes another wife, what will you do? And God forbid that she gives him a male child. Mama, please stop it. Ibuka loves me and will not take another woman. As for his son, I've been taking the herbs he gave me, don't worry. Very soon I'll be pregnant. Her mother, however, was worried, but she left it alone. However, eventually, Amaka began to worry. Ibuka was no longer the man she married. He began to spend time outside the home. He was always too busy for her. At first, she did not mind at all. All she wanted was his money. But even that, she was not even getting. Ibuka had drastically cut her allowance. He no longer gave her money for her spending. He no longer sent money to her parents. Nothing. It had been months now and things had gotten worse. He no longer ate at home. She had comforted him many times, but things did not change. It only got worse. One night, Ibuka got home very late. They had a big fight and Ibuka threw Amaka out of the house. She had no place to go to that night. The closest place was Lola's house. So she went to her friend Lola. These men are all the same. I told you, they cannot be trusted. So what do you want to do now? Lola asked her. I have to have a son for him, Amaka responded. Without that son, he can cut me off completely. I am sure he's seeing someone else, and as tradition, he can take her second wife. I have to move fast before he gets a son from another woman. At least mine will be the older one. Yes, you better act fast, Lola responded. Please, can I stay here with you? Amaka asked her. Yes, of course, you can, Lola responded. These men. They will take you to the desert and leave you there without water. Chai. Amaka explained to her friend that come tomorrow she would go to her mother's house. They knew of an Ezomo that could help her conceive. Very good, Lola said. The sooner, the better. So the next morning, Amaka went to her mother and they both went to see the powerful Ezomo. Great one, please help us. My daughter here has been married for many years now, and yet no children. Her husband threw her out for no reason. He used to be good to us, but now he has turned against us. Your daughter's womb has been tied. Tied? How? Someone close to her has tied her womb to prevent her from having children. That person is working to block all her good chi. It is because of this powerful magic that the person is using that her husband threw her out. Hey, great one, please. What can we do? Take this egg and bury it underneath your front door in your matrimonial home. Once you do so, your husband will return to you. The egg will also reveal to you whoever your enemy is once they step over the front door. However, be very careful. If you crack this egg, you'll run mad. They thanked the Ezemo and they left. Amaka decided to go to her matrimonial home immediately to bury the egg so it won't crack. Once home, to her surprise, she saw a big crowd of people outside. They were celebrating, eating and drinking. What's happening here? She asked herself. She went in and saw her in-laws. They were all happy, eating and drinking. Then she approached one of them and asked, what is going on here? Your husband, to the glory of God, has taken a second wife. Yes. Finally, at least now he can have children. As the person spoke, Ibuka came out with his new bride, all smiles. Amaka looked up, and standing next to him was Lola, her friend. For a moment, Amaka could only see white. She was in shock. And then she could only see red. She screamed in anger and jumped on Lola. How could you do this to me? You were my friend. What friend? Lola shouted. You only hung out with me to make yourself feel superior. So your husband and I fell in love. So what? You do not cook. You do not clean. You cannot even give him a child. You are not only arrogant and wicked, but you're also barren. Amaka could not believe it. She beat Lola up, but Ebuka's family did not allow it. They pulled Amaka off Lola and threw Amaka out. Leave our son, they said. It is either you keep your mouth shut and stay here as his first wife, or you get out, you barren witch. Amaka was so broken. She left crying. How did this happen and she couldn't see it? She went home and told her parents all that had happened. "Where is the egg?" her mother shouted. "Where is it? Did you bury it?" That is when Amaka finally remembered the egg. In the fight, it had cracked and it was broken. Hey! Before they knew it, Amaka went mad. The next morning, a mob came banging on Amaka's father's door. "Where is that your witch daughter? Bring her out." Her father came out in shock. "What is this? What have we done?" The villagers revealed that Iuka had died last night. He went to bed and never woke up. His new bride woke up to a dead body. "But my daughter is innocent. She has been here all night." "Bring her," they shouted. "Bring her out." Amaka's parents, because of the situation, were forced to confess that their daughter Amaka had gone mad because of her own doing, so she couldn't have killed anyone last night. They had to lock her up for her own protection. So the question then became, if she was mad and locked up by her parents all night as they claim, then who killed Iuka? The royal Ezemo was summoned and he did confirm that the killer was not Amaka. Amaka was now mad by her own doing, so she couldn't have killed him. The Ezemo revealed further that Iuka was killed by poisoning. Someone had poisoned the food that he ate. But what could he have eaten that others did not eat during the celebration, they asked. So all the servants and maids were questioned, but all the servants and all the maids pointed to the bride because she was the one that slept with him that night. Chika, the maid, claimed that Lola had asked her for a dish that night before she went to bed for her new husband Iuka. She was the one that carried the dish and gave it to Iuka, Chika said. When questioned, Lola said that it wasn't true. She did not give Iuka any dish. But no one believed Lola at this point because she was the last one to see him alive. In order to prove her innocence, Lola had to swear. She had to sleep with his dead body for 3 days. She had to drink the water used to wash his dead body in order to prove her innocence. At this time, no one believed her and she was very heartbroken. Eventually, her in-laws threw her out. Since she had no children for him, she had no rights to his estate. Eventually, as time went on, all the servants were dismissed and they all left. Chika, the maid, also left. She packed her things and left the village completely. She traveled to another land. There, she settled. She bought a big house and a car. She employed a maid and her name was Imabong. "Ah, madam, take it easy. You know the herbalists have said that you should not stress yourself. You need to rest because of the baby," Imabong said. Chika rubbed her belly and smiled. "Yes, that's true. Chai, if only your husband was alive. It must be difficult for you, ma," Imabong said. "Yes, my dear, if only he was alive," Chika said. As she rubbed her belly, she smiled. "His name will be Iuka, after his father." Thank you so much for listening to another episode. If you liked it, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you to those who have subscribed. Thank you to those who have supported. Until next time, goodbye.
Africanfolktales.